model certainly thinks that forecast, Chris, that it's going to continue to stay pretty strong. It looks like we've lost a little bit of that core, though.
Let's slice it in half for you, John. That way you can analyze all sides of it. This is one of the tools we have at News 4, and it's priceless in my opinion. I mean, this is pretty sweet to be able to slice it.
All right, it is kind of rainy outside, and we are just hanging out in the RV today, watching the weather, see what's going to happen. There's some tornado warnings that are to the southwest of us, so Harmony and Emmett just went to the store. The boys are working on some old Junior Ranger books that they had that they didn't completely finish, and we're going to play some Monopoly here in a little bit.
Some of the creeks and streams may come out of the banks, so watch out for that potential. Heavy downpours of rain with frequent lightning have been the story so far. And
we are
This is kind of the warm front
there
ahead of what will be a cold front coming in this evening that will take all this moisture and instability and perhaps fire up some severe thunderstorms and even some isolated tornadoes later tonight, overnight into the early morning hours tomorrow.
So we had these stashes of Junior Ranger books. If you know anything about the Junior Ranger program, that kids only need to do a certain number of pages to be eligible for their badge, but usually the books have a whole bunch of empty pages, or not empty, but pages left that can be filled out. So they are just working on some of that.
The rain's coming down good out there. Lots of lightning.
Messing up my Tonight Show. So the bulk of the storms came through already. As you can see, it's pretty dry. There's a few random puddles. Not any damage here. We got a lot of lightning and thunder and a lot of rain, and now it's just super windy. As you can see, our stuff got a little wet and dirty and blown around a little bit. But really, nothing too bad. Not like a lot of other areas of the state got. something I hadn't talked about yet that's I'm still kind of pissed about. When we were driving from Unadilla, Georgia up to Hartwell, I looked in the rearview mirror and saw the semi-truck coming at me, and I had to swerve to get away from him, and he was hauling completed trusses on the back with wide load, and he hit the RV. As you can see, scraped along. Fortunately, I had suspected he hit me, but I didn't know he had until, you know, we got stopped, and he was long gone, and there was no license plate that I could see. I could see no identifying marks on the truck. So luckily it wasn't too bad, but it would have been nice to get a hold of the company and make them pay for the damages. So we're just kicking back, finishing up some stuff, doing some editing. We were going to venture out to Greenville today, but I don't think we are, so we're just kind of kicked back.